How to pick a good airsoft gun. Hi there, welcome back. We are picking up from part 1 of this video. If you missed the first video, please find the link in the description below. Alright, let's proceed. Step 5. Secondary weapon. Airsoft players are usually advised to have a backup plan. There is every possibility you might run out of BBs or experience mechanical failure. At this point, your only saving grace is the extra weapon you carried along. Some of the most popular secondary weapons are handguns and pistols. You can get a pistol, load it up with BBs and stuff it in your protective gear. Also, bear in mind that secondary weapons are meant to be lightweight, compact, and flexible. You do not want to carry around anything that would weigh and slow you down. Regarding what powers your support firearm, we recommend you settle for a weapon with automatic and semi-automatic settings, and a spring-powered system. Also, a speed loader can save you from the struggles of reloading your firearm. Step 6. Ammunition. You may not fully understand how important your airsoft BBs are until you get on the battlefield. And honestly, it may be too late then. Your BBs are the tools that set the whole game in motion. If you get hit, you are down. For an airsoft game, the standard BB size and weight are 6mm and 0.12 grams, respectively. Alternatively, the airsoft BBs can be 0.20 grams. A lot of factors can affect the velocity of your BBs. One of which is density. As part of the airsoft regulation, lightweight BBs are essential accessories. The weight of your BBs will determine the amount of force needed to propel them. In essence, this can either slow down or increase the rate of fire. Understandably, heavyweight BBs are more susceptible to wind, and ultimately, this can mean that you may lose your target. You can get quality BBs for an affordable price. However, more expensive BBs means more quality and value. On the interim, they have fewer flaws and are less likely to falter during the game. What to consider when purchasing airsoft guns. Getting into the airsoft sport has never been easier than it is now. For the most part, being an airsoft player meant you would need to walk into an authorized airsoft store to purchase your weapon. This may feel like having to engage in arms deal to get the gun of your choice. However, you will need to understand the types of guns available, their mode of operation, and user experience to make an informed decision about purchasing an airsoft gun. Some other factors that you will need to consider are distance range, weapons capacity, source of power, and so on. We have taken our time to explain what each of these terms means. Allow us to walk you through the process. Long range. So far, we have talked about some basic qualities you need to take cognizance of before purchasing a gun. Aside your quest to purchase something that suits your budget, you also need to recognize the importance of being well equipped. Getting a good airsoft gun is not all that difficult. Understandably, any airsoft gun that can project and fire at long distances is considered powerful. Since most airsoft games require that you shoot at your opponent from pretty far distances. In essence, you will need accessories and gears that will aid your target game. This is where the adjustable hop-up comes into play. The hop-up gives your BBs an extra backspin that ultimately gives them the momentum to travel several miles in a direct route. So, ensure you purchase a gun with adjustable hop-up settings that will suit any BB type. Scopes or sights. The optic is an important part of the gun. There are different types of optics, and their uses are quite different. You may need to acquaint yourself with some tips and tricks that will help you select a particular optic style. Optics are tools that will help you enhance your gameplay if you select the right optic. An optic by itself cannot make your gun better or worse. If you attach an optic to your weapon without ensuring the proper adjustment, your airsoft gun remains the way it was, an ordinary airsoft gun. Once you have decided you want to use an optic, you will be looking at two main categories, scopes or sights. These two categories have very distinct characteristics, and you may want to tread carefully before picking one. Scopes are adjustable optics, and they can sometimes loosen during operation. Once your scopes are reduced, it can take some time to adjust. On the other hand, optic sights are quick to target and are very affordable. There are two major sight types, the red dot sight and the iron sight. The red dot sights are relatively faster than the iron sights. They allow for faster target acquisition and shot adjustments. They come in varied sizes to fit any size of airsoft gun. Gameplay strategy. One fascinating thing about the airsoft game is that it will require you to come up with tactics and tricks to beat your opponent. This will help you strategize and map out your plan. However, the situation you are in determines the kind of tactic you would employ. Generally, airsoft beginners opt for the spray and pray method. This method requires the player to shoot at the opponent in a long burst of shots. They do not make any attempt to slow down, target, and line up each shot. The spray and pray method has no similarity with suppressive fire since the shooting is poorly directed. So, players consequently ran out of BBs ever before the game is even over. However, after realizing the ineffectiveness of this strategy, other tactics and strategies were devised. Since the inception of these new tactics, the airsoft game and community at large has experienced tremendous changes. However, bear in mind that you cannot gain mastery if you do not practice. As the popular saying goes, practice makes perfect. Gas, spring, or electrical. Almost all airsoft guns are powered by three main powerhouses. Let us take a look at them. Spring-powered airsoft guns. As the name implies, the spring-action airsoft gun is manually engineered by the help of a spring and spring guide. Unlike its counterpart, the spring-powered airsoft gun does not have automatic and semi-automatic settings. The spring airsoft gun uses the potential energy stored in the coil spring to propel BBs when they are shot. Because of the amount of energy stored in the coil spring, the BBs have enough momentum to travel far distances. Most veteran players agree that spring-powered airsoft guns are more powerful than the automatic electric guns. Their conclusion is based on the fact that the motor gear box of the spring gun is not usually overloaded. A major drawback to this airsoft gun is that it needs to be cocked every time a BB is shot. So, if you are going for a competition, this airsoft gun may not be your best option. Airsoft competitions demand swift and rapid fire, and if your weapon does not meet up to this requirement, you will end up at a loss. However, this does not completely rule out their effectiveness as backup weapons. Since these airsoft guns are manually powered, they do not experience a mechanical failure or battery breakdown. They are available anytime for use, and you can keep firing till your BBs run out. The spring airsoft guns come in different sizes and weights. For sidearm purposes, you will need to get one that can replace a pistol. The pistol is compact and lightweight, so you will not feel a thing while carrying it. You can also opt for the ultra-grade spring-powered pistols, which are stronger and heavier than the others if you will be using solely for a game. Gas-powered airsoft guns. Regarding airsoft guns that give a realistic feel, the gas blowback airsoft guns are top on the list. Like real-life firearms, the gas-powered airsoft guns give a blowback effect each time a BB is shot. This gave rise to their alternative name, Gas Blowback Airsoft Gun, GBB. The GBB handgun or pistol runs on a gas-powered system. This system has a seemingly realistic blowback action located at the top of the pistol. When a BB is fired, the side of the pistol will take a hard kick backward, which causes the gun recoil phenomenon. Expert airsoft players most commonly use these weapons, which is a lot more complex than an NBB, as it consists of moving parts. For the most part, the GBB runs on propane, a blazing green fuel that charges the magazine of the airsoft gun. However, the gas does not last long, and this makes it unsuitable for long airsoft battles, although the GBB can be saved and used as a secondary weapon or sidearm. Concerning cost, the gas-powered airsoft gun is quite expensive when it comes to maintenance and cost. If you plan on getting this weapon, make a budget for magazines, the gas, and the gun itself. Automatic electrical guns, AEGs. The automatic electric gun is considered to be the most precise and reliable system for airsoft weapons. The AEG uses a spring-loaded pump to project the BBs. This system is accompanied by a hop-up structure that enables you to fire continuously until your BBs run out. They are systematically powered by a rechargeable battery capable enough to power the gearbox inside the airsoft gun. A notable battery rating is given at 8.4 volts with a capacity of about 5,000 milliamperes. However, this battery is said to be of high quality and large range. Hence, it is the most expensive. You can get batteries of lower ratings for much lower prices at an airsoft store. Search for batteries with ratings between 1000 to 1700 milliamperes and volt rating between 7.2 to 13 volts. If you are getting the battery newly, you would have to charge it for about 8 hours. But after subsequent use, 4 to 5 hours of charge should suffice. If you are using the AEG as your main weapon during a competition, don't forget to carry a secondary weapon to aid you later on. Since the batteries are to be charged, there's every possibility that they may lose charge and you may experience battery failure. Additionally, you can upgrade your current AEG to airsoft. AEGs are quite inexpensive to maintain. They can perform optimally under any weather conditions. Don't go away. Stay put for Part 3. Click on the link in the description box below to view Part 3 of this awesome video. If you've enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button below and hit the notification bell so you'll know once we post a new video. Also, drop a comment below so we can know your thoughts. Finally, don't forget to check the description below for more details and visit our site www.zimairsoft.com for more awesome airsoft content like this.